Talkers and geeks, keep it real, no doubt. From the couch to your screen with a word of mouth. Anime, movies, TV, we got the scoop. Join the review crew, come and be part of the loop.
Welcome to TalkersandGeeks.com with more. My adventures with Superman reviews. Justin and Sean here, and this is episode 9. First, before we begin, we just want to thank Warner Brothers and Adult Swim for a screener, and Sean.
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody who interacted with us and commented. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. We're going to keep answering questions. Yes. Look, just keep it up, guys. We appreciate the feedback and everything that we're getting.
All right, so episode 9 is entitled Pierce the Heavens, Superman. Here's a brief synopsis of the episode. Jimmy and Kara race back to Metropolis to stop Brainiac's invasion of Earth. Lois tries to free Clark from Brainiac's control only to lose herself in an alternate reality where Superman never left Krypton. Man, this episode, man, I think we have one more to go, but this one definitely did bring the heat, man, especially when it came to the action. Can't talk much about the action, but action is heavy, man. This is a heavy action-centric episode, very emotional episode as well in terms of Lois and Clark's relationship. Lois comes to terms with certain things. Clark comes to terms with certain things, especially in this alternate reality. So Brainiac has set the chessboard. The pieces are in place for a grand finale. Really enjoyed this one. Did a really nice, good balance of a love story, which did take some chunk of the episode, I'm not going to lie, but it's there enough to establish what needed to be established with Lois and Clark moving forward. And it just did a really good job of really bringing it in, especially when it comes to Metropolis, Jimmy and Kara's relationship and their friendship, or who knows, maybe down the line a relationship starts to blossom a little bit more. Brainiac is set into pieces. Amanda Waller, she learned today. And that's pretty much, I would say, very solid episode. Sean, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, let me tell you. This episode has some things in there that are going to really either make you laugh, they're going to be awe moments and everything else. First of all, let me establish something. Amanda Waller got her villain wake-up card. She really got her, she thought she was the boss of bosses. And she had it all down pat. Which further makes everything Lois's dad said completely made him absolutely right, because she got her wake up card in this episode. This is not spoiled. You just got to watch it. She really got her wake up card, and so did all the villains in her little clan, because this episode was on 30. You know what I'm saying? The action, everything was ratcheted up high. They were yo, after, in the beginning, it starts off, a little slow. And not slow where, you're hey, wait up. It gives you that little tender moment, gets you ready, kind of like a roller coaster, leads you up. And then it gets you to the top, and then you get a little love story in it. It's a little cute. And then after that, it goes straight to action. This was an episode that I agree with Justin. It was just straight action from the middle to the end. Leaves you on a great cliffhanger. Really shows you how dangerous Brainiac is. When you watch this episode, and then you get a nice little surprise before the very end. Something that I think all Superman fans will be happy with. There's probably going to be a couple of comments that maybe James Gunn needs to take a look at the end of this episode, to change something up. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You just got to watch it to find out what it is, and then make a comment if you know what I'm talking about. All the talk around the new James Gunn Superman, what everybody is focusing on, check out the end of this episode and let me know what you see, and does it, you understand what I'm talking about. But this episode is just crazy. And it's good. It's good. And we said this the last episode. There was going to be the last 2 episodes were going to be crazy. And it delivered on absolutely everything that we expected. So, this is thumbs up. To tell you more about this episode will be a disservice, because you need to definitely watch this episode. I mean, they did season 2 wonderfully. What about you, Justin? What else?
I mean, for me, like I said, I wasn't. It's no secret. I wasn't really happy with the last episode, but this particular episode right here really brought me back in. When I feel like this show, it's at its best when we are focusing on our title character, Superman. When we're going through what the psyche is, the action, like, because the last couple episodes wasn't really heavy on action like how it was in season 1. This season, this brought, you can tell all the budget went into this particular last 2. Well, hopefully next week is going to just bring it home, but you can tell a lot of the budget, everything they were doing with action was saving up for this particular episode. Because like Sean says, Brainiac is a threat. You feel it. Waller knows it. Luthor knows it. Everyone on Earth knows it. Brainiac is not to be messed with. And I like the way they did his character. I like how they still using his intelligence as a weapon. We see that in the alternate reality with Clark and Lois. There's some really key moments in here with that really, like I said, really worked for me, especially with the pacing of the love story. Love story was beautiful, believe it or not. The way they did the love story, the way they approached it was realistic, especially in the particular situation that they're in. I thought it was well done. I thought it had enough time for us to really establish these two characters. But like I said, once everything gets home, and we don't talk about Kara enough. Kara's arc throughout this season has been tremendous. I like what they did with this iteration of Supergirl. We have a girl who has been controlled by Brainiac her whole entire life. She was believing one thing. She was basically brainwashed at one thing. And now Kara is now finding her own, finding out what it means for her. And there's a really good scene with her and Jimmy when they're talking about that. And they're talking about Kara trying to be, Kara needs to be more independent. Kara needs to stop relying on the beliefs of Krypton and really just trying to be her own person, because she's just been bred for war and that's all she knows. And I like the way they handle her arc. Very reminiscent of the Man of Steel when it comes to, Kryptonians being bred for war and that's all they know. So little hints there, but I really did like what they did with Kara as well. Overall, like I said, really good action. Really good action. I think the best action we got all season is in this particular episode. We have a strong villain with a strong motivation. We have a love story in there for those people who like love stories. I thought the love story was really good. The side characters get enough characterization in here. And I thought they did a really good job. Nice cameos from people that we've seen before. Certain news crews show up for this one as well. Overall, like I said, I'm happy with this particular episode. I thought it really brought it home for me. Sean, what are your final thoughts?
I'm going to say that you're spot on with Kara's story, because I think Kara does something in this episode that really impresses you, and you're just like, but you also find out how powerful she is with this one scene. And I think her arc is great. I think you're absolutely right, how they're bringing everybody back towards the end of this, and cool, like, great job, period. Like, just great job they did with this episode, and it just really slams home that season 2 was a great leap from season 1, and it is going to be enjoyed. Like, I can say this, like, when it ends, people are going to go back and watch the entire thing over and over again, kind of like what everybody did with X-Men, because I know a lot of people that rewatched it. You're going to do the same thing with My Adventures of Superman season 2. It was just well done. So,
and that's going to pretty much wrap it up, folks. This is Justin and Sean for TacosGeeks.com with another My Adventures with Superman. This was episode 9's review. If you like what we do here and you watch this on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. 80% of our viewership is not subscribed, so we need those 80% to hit the subscription button, hit that notification button, and join the Tacos and Geeks crew. Plenty of stuff here. We're going to be having UWL returning later next month. We have a whole bunch of con coverage. MetroCon coming up. MetroCon video coming up. You can see its schedule at the time this is recording this review. We have Anime NYC, Sweet, a whole bunch of other events coming your way. Whole bunch of summer anime reviews. You can check it out on the channel. Video game reviews on the way. Interviews, the whole enchilada. Join us here at TalkersLeagueGeeks.com.
And let's not forget, we got a special DC character.
Oh.
That's coming out soon.
Oh,
You're going to get to see that review.
Early. Yes.
Early.
You're going to see 2 DC characters.
Reviews.
Early.
Yep.
And thank you for those, for the screening. And you'll find that out. Might be a little kite up there. So, see, that's a little hint. We'll see you guys later. Later days. Peace.
Peace.